You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. Besides, I have news, and every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
What's the problem with Magister Parvus being here?
He's our eyes and ears in the Magisterium. He needs to keep suspicion off him.
Yes, I know. Can't be spotted with the shadow dragons. You worry too much, May.
Well, what do you have for us?
The cult lost people in Alathan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
Just tell me how I stop them. What are they planning?
That's the problem. I don't know. But we'll find out. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now.
You look distracted. Something on your mind?
You ever get a bad feeling you can't shake, but you don't know if it's for you or someone else?
With my job, it's usually both.
Yeah. The Minrathous Wall of Light.
These lights, they're to remember the dead?
Unless the family lacks mages to keep them lit, or the money for one, then you're left in the dark to Vintir's subtlety. This was Brom's.
Rana's old partner.
His light was out when I got here. I should have been back sooner.
You're here now. That counts.
Not till I finish this. I'm stopping Aelia.
Looks like we had the same idea.
Rana.
He read serials between assignments. Romance. The last one ended on a cliffhanger. He was sure he knew the ending. I never checked if he was right.
I'm sure you could find the final chapters.
I know. I'm not sure I want to.
Pretending it ends well. We can give him that.
You're not the only one chasing Aelia. I've tracked some of her followers. They aren't quick to talk. Most said I'd be saved soon. But I did get the name of a place. Sanctum Lucican.
Rana, that's great.
There's a catch.
It's an old temple. A lost one. If there's a record of its location, I can't find it.
It's more than we had. I can track this down.
And you'll tell me? Look, I know who else you work with, what they might suggest, but what are you going to do?
The best I can.
Right. Doctan will see...
What, Rana? Magisters who look the other way? Bribed Templars, Venatori who walk?
They see you.
Is that all? What will that mean?
Brom's light. Thanks.
I do what I can.
Delays. So much more could be accomplished from the then Thedas. Solus raised that beacon in mockery of my own tower of learning. The disrespect.
Do not dwell upon it, Ergonon. The lighthouse is but one wonder we shall reclaim.
It will be remade, and all traces of Fen Harel erased from its walls.
We really need to figure out the God's big plan. Dorian thinks Knight Commander Lenos is part of it. So let's track him down first.
I'd only ever read about Minrathous before traveling with you. Very few books mention the sheer inequalities one sees on its streets.
I'm not surprised. You probably got a sanitized version. We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long. There's Dorian.
There's Lenos's associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos's plan.
Mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while. The bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Half-eaten stale bread, water flask, muddy socks, and this map. Minrathous targets. That doesn't sound good. This all sounds like trouble.
What are you poking about
Dorian
there
will want
for?
to know.
I'm the mixologist. I don't sell drugs.
Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Cuffs. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city.
You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
They're at range.
Move quick.
Get back. With me.
Sight on!
Still alive?
Trouble ahead.
I'm ready. Not too bad.
Beautiful work, Neve.
Something tore through these... Watch out! Let this dark spawn was what tore through the gates.
Watch behind you!
Nice move. My job's done. Your turn.
More blights in the way. That did it. We can get through now.
There's a lot of them. That should speed things up.
Lucky shot.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be... We need to find the other boil. Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Shadow Dragons? How did you find this place? Venatori, for me!
Under fire.
What? Do you think you've won? Do you think you could stop the Venatori? All the risen gods?
I don't know. but I can take you on.
Behind? The Shadow Dragons have brought nothing but chaos to the city.
At least we're not trying to blight it. Now there's a nice shot.
Take it down!
I've got the setup, you do the rest. Ready.
That's one less corrupt Templar in Minrathous.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around, see what we find.
In Treviso, we have a tale of a masked man who lived in the bowels of the city.
Sitting in the sewer and consumed with lust for a noble woman he couldn't have.
You know the story.
We have the same one in Minrathous.
The Risen God's ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatori are preparing for. These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
So that's the play. A ritual performed under an eclipse to strengthen its power.
Lenos's documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do to Tevinter. All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans, we have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
We need to tell the Shadow Dragons what we found.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on, now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means?
This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You? On the throne? Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
Sounds like someone's got a plan.
Goodness, you make me sound absolutely nefarious. I love it. But yes, if the Venatori can scheme, so could we.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people. I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten the Lucerni? I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react.
A more forceful approach. Destroy them and their networks utterly.
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No, we have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're shadow dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, you have been instrumental in all this. Which strategy do you prefer?
Dorian, are you really suggesting violent revolution?
Not necessarily. Sometimes a mere threat of violence is sufficient.
He learned that from his friends in the South. I hear Ferelden settled a succession crisis with a duel.
It worked. Astoundingly.
We're not Ferelden.
I'm merely saying we need to consider bold and creative methods of achieving our ends. The game is rigged. Why play by rules crooked magisters already exploit? Clear the board and start over. If they're gone, we can fill the magisterium with those who respect the office. Then we'll actually see progress.
Nevaris, you really believe making this evidence public will work?
Dorian wants to work behind the scenes, but once again, it's the Magisters and Highbloods pulling the Imperium's strings. That doesn't inspire. It's a tactic used by our enemies. We need to show Tevinter that we can be different.
Unless they find some way to bury it? Or leverage their wealth, power, and status as they often have before?
Politics is a long game. If we use force against our enemies, our allies will remember it.
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery. Abhorrent. It needs to go no more.
And Tevinter has been ruled by the Altus mages for all of its history. That must change. The Zoparati, non-mages, deserve a say in their own governance.
And all that's just the beginning of what will undoubtedly be a long journey.
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on the same side. We both know what Tevinter needs. How best to get it, that's the question.
If we went with Dorian's plan, I'd support it fully. But we won't, because he'll come around and realize that I'm right.
And I'd absolutely back you up on that, if you were right, which you aren't.
We'll see.
Will we?
You want me to choose who will be Archon? But I'm not even from here. I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. See what they say. Asher and Tarquin, Neve, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right. I'll go do that.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
Lenos got what he deserved.
Makes you smile, doesn't it? Drinks for everyone.
Lenos made my life miserable. Rana's too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe he once cared about something other than gold. But I didn't know that, Lenos. And I'm not going to mourn the one I did. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down. And delivering it to us all neat.
Dorian and Maevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
I just don't know enough about Tevinter to know what's best for its people.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Maevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Maevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
What do you think might happen, depending on who leads?
With May, she gets power back again. Gets one more shot at changing Tevinter from the top down. Worst that could happen is nothing. But that's what you risk when all you rely on is hope. But with Dorian...
We could get chaos, strife. Things might get harder before they get easier. If they get easier.
I'll take my chances.
What if we pick the wrong person?
They both care. They'll both try their best. There is no wrong person. With your help, we've come further than we have in years. Change isn't a straight line. All that matters is that we keep moving.
And that's just fancy talk for thanks, Rook. You did good.
So, what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. I'd call that a good day.
I meant about Maevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You know me. I'm trouble. But more than that, it's your city, your Tevinter. And I care about what you think.
Sweet talker. Maevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But damn it, there's no right answer. They both play the game well, and Tevinter's ready for change. But the best way to get it, who can make it happen, I wish I knew.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Maevaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
What happens after it's decided who'll lead?
Well, Lenos is gone, the cult's numbers are down, and they're scrambling to prepare for the god's ritual. They'll be distracted. It's a perfect opportunity to get our preparations in order.
All plans contingent on surviving the current disaster, of course.
Maevaris should lead.
I will not squander the opportunity. That is my promise to you all.
And May will have my full support, of course, for when enemies get in our way.
They will. It is Tevinter, after all.
The risen gods are still causing chaos. The people will need your voice to keep them fighting.
Oh, they will fight. This city has strength enough to stand against any so-called gods. We will win the day, and after that, we will win a brighter Tevinter for all of us.
Rook, I've compiled the last reports from an informant. You remember our talk with Rana? She had a lead on Alia's location. A place called Sanctum Lucican.
A lost Tevinter temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Of course you found it. And you were worried.
A bit early for the past tense.
So, where is this place?
The Minrathous Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market. I've had an eye on the catacombs. Alias haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages. It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Then I guess I get to meet Aelia in person.
It's time she showed her face. Docktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Aelia's followers, but they can't last forever. Aelia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
So, what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan, put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
So, what's the story?
If Rana was right, Aelia's in Sanctum Lucican. We've chased the leads. This is it. We find the Sanctum, Aelia's blood magic ritual site, and Docktown's missing people.
Some news between friends. Venatori got Damas. The boss is dead.
What? Who's running the Threads?
They'll follow last orders for a bit, then someone grabs control or we fall apart. Time's running out.
You don't seem that upset.
I'm pretending not to talk to you. Making a seat might look funny.
Alec, the Threads used some of the catacombs for smuggling.
The cult pushed us out across the city, but I still know the ways in. What's the favor?
Neve, Rook, you have news. I wasn't sure you'd tell me.
I said I would.
No, I asked you to, and never mind.
Rana, it's going to be fine.
All right. What did you find?
Sanctum Lucican is underground, in a lost stretch of catacombs near the Thread Market.
Good. I can help.
I told you what I found. I owed you that. We hand Aelia to her latest boss, and how long does she stay caught?
My boss doesn't know I'm here. I'll go around him and get a writ. We'll hand Aelia to the cleanest Justicar in the city.
You'll lose your job for that.
I'll live. And Docktown will see people stand up for it.
When will Aelia start the ritual? How do we know she hasn't already?
We don't. But I know her. If she was done, she'd have made her next move. A complex ritual takes resources, supplies. Aelia's war with the Thread slowed her down, but time's short.
Tick-tock.
How many Venatori are we
Aelia's never short on zealots.
You're up for a fight, right?
The people Aelia took, are we sure they're...
Alive. If she needs blood for the ritual, she'll want it fresh. If she wants puppets, she needs them alive.
And if you're wrong?
We give people closure.
All right, let's go.
Now? I need time to...
Give Aelia time to know we're moving, and we're dead. The job's simple. We enter the sanctum, get to the ritual site, and hit Aelia by surprise.
Can you get in without the cult noticing?
If we can get into the catacombs, we can get in.
Just hold Aelia. I'll catch up.
Alone? You'll get yourself killed. I'll send someone for you.
I'll set a man at the market to get you inside. Just make the cult bleed.
All right, let's get to the Thread Market.
It was Venatori. They painted... It won't come out. What am I supposed to do?
Really?
Yeah?
I hate to ask, but how many people has Aelia taken?
That I know for sure, too many.
Someone. That's a body.
What's this? He's got something on him.
Alex man. The Venatori got him first. He was watching Venatori movement, spying on the entrance to Sanctum Lusican. We need to get in there. All right. I've got another way in. Follow me. We get one shot at Aelia. Just one.
We're ready for it.
All right. Yes, I... These people are terrified.
Can't blame them.
We'll find some way to help.
Sure, if we're not... We're almost there.
You have a back way into the thread market.
A little something I uncovered. Don't tell Alec. There's our way to the market. Leave the entrance to me.
I'm guessing it isn't simple.
There's a trick to the enchantment. Just need to untangle it.
All right, we're in.
Let's move. Venatori guards. If they report back to Aelia, it's over.
See that? Bad guys. He's fighting so... He's fighting, fool! Didn't even know what hit him.
I am made
That's for ya. What now?
The note on the dead man. It mentioned a warehouse. Place is a mess, but look what stands out.
The statue. Do you think maybe...
It's our way in. Once we're over there. We're through. Sanctum should be ahead.
The catacombs run under the sea?
In places. tunnels used to run to every island Minrathous owned. Most of them flooded ages ago. Some are cut off from the city, but not all of them. More of Thedas Venatori.
We're in the right place.
Let's go! They're aiming for us!
Got us at range. Watch it! Look out!
Ranged incoming!
Not even yours.
You got it!
Aelia won't hear from them.
Come on, we need to get inside. We're close,
Neve?
I'm fine.
Can't get through here.
Alec will have a back way in, but we need something here, now. There's got to be another entrance. This is it. Sanctum Lucicar, the god of night, keeping people in the dark. Isn't that perfect? I can feel blood magic here. Aelia's getting stronger. And her ritual. I've got a sick feeling it's going to work.
You'll decide how this ends.
Maybe. Just stick with me.
We've got company. You got it.
It begins now!
For the glory of Tevinter, reborn!
More blood for the gods! Together, with me!
Got things ready.
They said the time has come. Aelia's getting started.
If we're lucky, she's distracted. But we need to keep moving.
So the blood ritual Alia's doing, she says it's from the risen god, meaning Elganon.
She'd bargain with anyone if he gave her the power, and the city she's after. The fact that he doubled as Tevinter's god of night must have made the whole deal sweeter.
What happened here?
A warm-up for the ritual.
Demons.
All the blood magic in this place attracts them.
These demons won't stop us. We'll find Aelia. Right, on him! Range attackers! You're shooting for us! On you!
Now it's your turn.
Oh, what a mess. And still no sign of Docktown's missing people.
The magic from the other side of this barrier. I don't like it.
Which means that's the way to go.
Got it. Mage blood. All your power. And how do you waste it? Chasing thieves. Playing
Why these people? Why Docktown?
I couldn't draw the Magisterium's attention. Not before I had the magic to guide those in power.
Then Docktown was a test. Their only chance is if we stop her ritual, break her power.
Neve, are you?
I'm fine. We've got a job to finish. Rana, Alec, your route through the catacombs still worked. Guessing it was as safe as ours.
Help that you tore through the place.
We aren't done yet.
Not by a long shot.
Alec, sticking around for the fight?
I've got people in the tunnels, and I want in. The cult hit Thread territory. We protect our streets.
The threads. Neve, We can bring Aelia in. Let people see her face justice.
Left the Templars to play hero, did we? Scared to get your hands dirty? We did, and it held Aelia off.
So she disappears? Or we spread rumors of murder? Docktown needs hope, not fear.
What? Play nice, lose the zealot, and guess who winds up dead? If scaring cultists does the trick, we'll send a message. Docktown's ours.
Relax. We're on the same side.
I want to be.
Worry about it later. Aelia knows we're here, but there's a chance she's not marked you. Go and stay out of sight. If we can throw a surprise at her, we might have a shot.
What are we gonna do?
Stop Aelia.
You know that's not what I meant.
One step at a time. Frankly, that's all I can take.
Do you feel that, Neve Gallus? The old magic, our legacy. It returns.
You aren't the future, Aelia. You're a murderer!
I am Minrathus. Its dark truth and bright power. The city won't miss you. Docktown won't. No!
Docktown has you, and they see it.
They just want hope, a chance.
When this is over, I will bring it to them.
You won't. But I'll give it a shot.
No! Your death serves our cause. Proof that those without faith fall.
I've got faith, just not in you.
I command more!
Clear out.
We'll stop Aelia here.
We can stop her for good.
Spill their blood!
Don't just stand there!
We failed the god!
I am your vessel!
The risen god, Lucican himself, chose me! When I take Minrathus, the city will thrive!
You're wrong. Nev's gonna stop you.
That's not a
Join
sure thing.
me. You'll find a way, because you always finish the job. You know.
Docktown is finished with you!
Get out of there.
More death!
Our followers will rise. We will rise to Winter.
Will rise. Try something new.
Throw your life away. It's what you've done already. Winter, Minrathous, they're broken. We both know it. I would raise us all. You...
I do what I can. Rana, take Aelia. Make sure Docktown sees it happen.
You tried to stop me before!
And if you escape, I'll find you again. And every time I do, Minrathous will see someone standing against people like you. Aelia's in custody. Fair doesn't always win in Docktown. Maybe it did this time.
You've been chasing Aelia a long time.
Yeah.
And you won. I know it wasn't easy, but does it help?
Not yet. But it will.
So, what now?
Rana's out of the Templars. I asked her to join me. Docktown could use another investigator. If people need help, someone to stand up for them. Looks like they're stuck with us. I've played this game a long time. Counted on myself for most of it. At the end of the day, that's who I had left. So here we are. We've chased Aelia, faced a couple guards, and somehow you stick.
What? You think I'd go somewhere?
Not yet.
Not ever.